He comes up into that parking lot in the back. Now, I see you have compact spaces as well, right? Is that, it appears you have 3 compact,
Yes, yeah, there are compact spaces located just to the sides of the stair tower, yes.
and so those spaces, and I just trying to wrap my head around, because this is a little bit of a complicated design, obviously. It's very complicated.
I agree.
So these particular spaces are allocated to or assigned to units anywhere in the building, or are they specific to a space in the building?
I don't think that has been fully vetted out, but I think that it would be logical that here's an opportunity where a user who has a small car, building management would offer them that space and say, while you have this, while you own or lease this small vehicle, use that space. And they would be assigned that parking space. I think there's an opportunity for that. I don't think ownership has fully vetted how this is going to work, but I think it's pretty logical the way the board is thinking would be a good idea, and I agree that perhaps assigning those residential parking spaces, especially someone with a small vehicle, would be opportunistic.
Okay. And then, when I go back to my colleague's question about circulation and how, if you get stuck, how do you get out? So I'm to understand that somebody comes off Franklin and they could get to that point, they could actually turn into the other part of the garage. Is that accurate?
They come in off of Franklin, they can continue forward and utilize the 18 spaces which exist along the west side. Mm-hmm. They could make a left-hand turn and access yet another bank of parking spaces, whatever the difference is between that and the 47 spaces. So you have another parking area. They could, and I guess the assigned spaces is a way to minimize the opportunity that someone's in your space. But again, a lot of times it's not full. It could be full, but you would have to make, if you went in there into that parking area errantly and you needed to turn around and come back, you would have to either use an empty space, the ADA spaces, and make a K-turn and turn around, and you could continue. Or if you entered the parking area and looked to your right and saw that there were no spaces, because
some concern
right.
with the configuration of the parking, but what we haven't thought through, yes, they're going to be a sign, so we're going to mitigate the traffic coming in and out into this area and having to do K-turns, because that's why I asked you to walk me through, because you're kind of dead in that zone, and if you can't get out and someone comes in behind you.
I understand. I concur. I'm just saying the